session of the first day of our conference, and we're very pleased to have Chamalka Hashini Dharmasiri from Sri Lanka, a beautiful island nation all the way around the world. And it's in the morning where you are now, is that correct?
It's 7 in the morning, 7.
Yes. So we're very pleased that you could join us to talk about applications in the financial system. So I will turn it over to you. Please begin.
Okay, good day to everyone. Hope you are all doing well. So my name is Chamalka Dharmasiri, and I'm joining you all from the University of Kelaniya in Sri Lanka. So I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to present my work today at CMIOD Expo 2025, a remarkable international platform that brings so many brilliant minds together. Okay. Today I will be discuss my research on the dynamic analysis of a hyperchaotic financial system, specifically looking at the self-reinforcing feedback loop in market sentiment. So I would like to take a moment to thank my supervisor, Peksha Pereira, a senior lecturer from the Department of Mathematics, University of Kelaniya, for her guidance and support throughout the study. Okay, so let's begin. Okay. This is my outline slide, which will provide you an overview of the key points that I'm going to address today. Okay, to begin, let me first go through some fundamental concepts that are essential to understand the area of my study. So let's define first what is meant by a chaotic system. So chaotic system is a type of nonlinear dynamical system that is extremely sensitive to initial conditions. And this means that even the small changes in starting points can lead to vastly different outcomes, making these systems inherently unpredictable over time. Now, when we talk about hyperchaos, we are referring to a more complex type of chaos. So hyperchaotic systems have at least 2 positive Lyapunov exponents. So this is important because it makes the system even more sensitive and unstable than regular chaotic systems. Okay, let's discuss why financial chaos deserves our attention. Okay, we know that normally financial markets are unstable and chaotic, unpredictable. So the risk management and decision making is really important in this field. So understanding and stabilizing chaotic behavior in financial systems can provide valuable insights for making better decisions when things are uncertain and unstable. Okay. Now let's take a look at an existing model for financial system. In 2001, Junhai and Yusho proposed a model that helps describe the dynamics of financial systems. This model represents 3 key variables. So X is the interest rate and Y stands for the investment demand. Z is the price index. And also there are 3 parameters in this model, A, B, and C. Those 3 parameters are constants. A is the amount saved, and B is the cost per investment, and C stands for demand elasticity in commercial markets. Here, A, B, C all are non-negative. Okay, now let's talk about the market confidence, which plays a crucial role in the behavior of financial systems. So market confidence is the public's trust in how stable the economy is and the expectation for its future performance. So it is essential in shaping key economic activities such as investment behaviors, consumer spending, and overall economic performance. Okay, let's see how market confidence effects for the economic. So high market confidence leads to more investment and economic growth. And also low market confidence leads to less investment and also economic contraction. In 2015, Xin and Zhang introduced market confidence into the Junhai and Yushu system that I mentioned earlier. Here, X, Y, Z, A, B, C have the same meaning as previous system. Omega is the market confidence, and M1, M2, M3 are the impact factors. Okay, let's see about our model. So in our study, we propose a model by adding a self-reinforcing feedback loop into the fourth equation of Xin and Zhang model. Actually, this idea of self-reinforcing feedback loop was inspired by the article of Soros in 2013, which states that positive confidence leads to positive market performance, which in turn leads to more confidence, and negative confidence leads to sell-offs and further reduce the confidence. Here we have added M4, another impact factor. Okay, let's move to the modeling part of our model. So in order to model the hyperchaotic financial system, we based on 5 key assumptions that describe the interactions between market confidence, interest rate, investment demand, and price indices. So these assumptions help establish the dynamics of the system and allow us to model the feedback loops that are crucial to understand financial chaos. Okay, let's start with the first assumption. Market confidence has a positive impact on interest rates, but at the same time, higher interest rates tend to lower market confidence. So our second assumption is, it states that market confidence encourages investment demand, and conversely, increased market investment demand strengthens market confidence. So this creates a positive feedback loop where higher confidence leads to more investment and increased investment. In turn, reinforce that confidence. So let's see about the third assumption. For the third assumption, we observe that an increase in the price index tends to reduce market confidence, while greater market confidence contributes to a higher price index. Assumption 4 tells us that market confidence is influenced by the combined effect of interest rate, investment demand, and price index. And however, the rate at which market confidence changes has a negative relation with these factors. And finally, assumption 5 focuses on how rising market confidence boosts performance, reinforcing further confidence. So on the flip side, declining market confidence leads to further decline. So this represents the self-reinforcing feedback loop. Okay, actually, this slide presents the literature review for my study. So as I mentioned earlier, first 3D financial system was introduced by Junhai and Yushu in 2001. And then Xin and Zhang modified Junhai and Yushu system by adding market confidence into the Xin and Zhang introduced market confidence to the Junhai and Yushu and then obtained a 4D system. So in this table, I have summarized studies that focused on market confidence, highlighting their relevance impact on financial systems. This slide presents the key literature referenced in my study. So the first one is about the 4D system, which was introduced by Xin and Zhang in 2015. So this system is central to my study. And the second one is about the idea of self-reinforcing feedback loop, which was introduced by Soros in 2013. And he states that positive confidence leads to positive market performance and further boosts the confidence, and negative confidence leads to sell-off, further reduce the confidence. Okay, let's look at what are the existing gaps and study focus of our research. So in previous studies, several important aspects were overlooked. So the self-reinforcing nature of market confidence was not considered. And also, there is a greater focus on 3D models. So through our study, we are addressing these gaps by incorporating self-reinforcing feedback loop in market sentiment, and also by examining the dynamic analysis on a 4D system. Okay, let's see about the theoretical framework. Actually, our dynamical analysis based on 3 methods. The first one is about time series, and second one is about spectrum of Lyapunov exponents, and then about the 3D phase plots. Okay, let's see how we choose info for our behavior. Okay, in this slide, okay, one of the key parameters that influence the system's behavior is M4, so which is the impact factor for the impact factor that determines the self-reinforcing feedback loop. So to identify the appropriate value for this parameter that would result in hyperchaotic behavior, so we took a systematic approach in using MATLAB. So here we have taken values for A, B, C, M1, M2, M3, and for the initial values by using literature review, actually from the previous system, Xin and Zhang's model. So by plotting the waveforms for each M4 values, we have taken from 0 to 1 by the get in 0.1. Each M4 value, we examined the system's response and behavior. While we didn't observe a perfectly pattern at any of the values, so M4 equals 0.1 exhibits relatively better dynamics compared to other values. So, and also M4 cannot be larger than 0.5 because you can see solution blow up when M4 greater than 0.5. And the other thing is we have avoided M4 equals 0 because this value replicates a model already present in the literature, and we wanted to explore new one, which potentially more complex behavior. So after careful consideration, we chose M4 as 0.1. Okay, let's now dive into the results and discuss the dynamic behavior of a new hyperchaotic financial system. So we have used these A, B, C, M1, M2, M3, M4 values and initial values like this. First analysis method is about the time series, so which we conducted by using MATLAB ODE45 to solve the system's differential equations. From the time series plot, we were able to track the evolution of the system's key variables. So providing insights into its dynamic behavior and helping us identify patterns that may indicate chaotic or hyperchaotic tendencies. So this is what we obtained through MATLAB OD45. And next we used 3D phase portraits to visually capture the system's dynamics. So using the same ODE45 method, we plotted the trajectories of the system in 3D space, which provides a clearer picture of how the system evolves over time and how its variables interact. In this slide, I have included the animation for one 3D phase plot.
This is for a select omega value, right?
Not for omega value, actually.
Oh. In other words, you fixed an omega value.
Right, yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay, next we used the spectrum of Lyapunov exponents. So we analyzed Lyapunov exponent to measure the exponential rates of divergence or convergence between two neighboring trajectories for a dynamical system. So these are the Lyapunov exponents we obtained. So we can see there are two positive Lyapunov exponents. So by that we can conclude our system is hyperchaotic. Okay, so the conclusion part, our analysis shows that the system is indeed hyperchaotic, as evidenced by the presence of two positive Lyapunov exponents. So this indicates that the system exhibits the characteristic sensitivity to initial conditions and unpredictable long-term behavior associated with chaotic systems. So through our various methods such as time series and 3D phase plots, we have consistently observed signs in chaotic behavior in our system. So these methods confirmed that the system's behavior are not periodic or stable, but instead exhibit the irregular complex patterns typical of chaos. So one of the key drivers of this chaos is the self-reinforcing feedback loop in market sentiment. So as market confidence fluctuates, it affects investment decisions and interest rates, which in turn influence market confidence, creating a cycle of instability. So this feedback loop plays a crucial role in driving the stability observed in the system. Okay, so these are the references I used throughout my study. Okay, so this is the end of my presentation. So I would like to sincerely thank for the organizers of the Senior Expert 2025 for providing me with this wonderful opportunity to present at conference. So I really appreciate their effort and hard working in organizing such engaging events, and wish you all the best for all of your future events and endeavors. And thank you so much for your time and listening. So I would like to I would happy to take if you have any questions.
Yeah. I think it's remarkable that by just adding that one term of market confidence in each of the four equations gives you all of this insight. And I really appreciate your sharing that with us.